believe it. That's Clone Force 99.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dad Batch Podcast, episode 158. My name is Stevie Kicks, and I am one of your 5 hosts this evening. And with us, as always, the other Dad Batchers, your Space Daddies. First up, you know him as the Left Coast Avenger. We know him as Dadpool. It's Luke Yates. What's up, man?
Aloha.
I didn't even look at your picture. When he started, and I looked over and I was like, "Who's this?"
Are you the bird from Huntrix, the bird that sits on top of the Derpy Tiger?
I couldn't find my V for Vendetta mask, so I'm the Quaker Oats guy.
Well, that would explain that too.
Or maybe like a harmonica player in Mumford and Sons.
Here you go, Luke.
Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, there it is.
You go.
There we go.
John's got you covered, dude.
I saw somebody had posted today a really interesting interview with the author of V for Vendetta,
Alan Moore.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You saw that? He was
Where
talking
about fascism and
yeah,
how he like despises it, but wanted to not.
He still
diminish-
wanted to have good
quality.
characters and
Yeah.
It's a good book.
Yeah, that was a good interview.
How are you, Luke?
Nobody else dressed up for our
This-
Halloween episode?
Just head back to
Of
the
course,
Mayflower,
dude.
bud. You know, just head on back to the Mayflower.
Hey, Thanksgiving's right around the corner here, so
Jeez.
Yeah.
gobble
right.
gobble, boys.
Please keep that hat on. Thank you.
You ready for tonight?
No.
Excellent. Wow. Back from his hiatus where he was on assignment. Next up, this is my partner, Lavender Gooms. It's Raimi Shanaday. What's up, man? It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. I have been gone for just over a month. So
Oh my gosh. Here.
It's a sweet goatee, dude.
I'm handing over the
it's a full
Man.
beard. It's not
Oh well, it looks like an awesome like.
Ooh, yeah, it's got a nice shape.
I'm handing over the news Sharpie to you.
Thank
So-
you.
Here you go.
Oh.
Just go ahead and take it.
Oh,
That doesn't work. You're on the wrong side.
You're on the no.
There you go. For me, at least, I don't know how it is for you
Yeah,
guys.
I don't know if we all.
Otherwise-
I don't know if we all see the same thing.
If
otherwise.
you do it
It's
the other way, Steven, it
science.
works. But otherwise,
Whatever.
Quick,
Okay.
get under the table. Okay. How are you, man? So
I'm
you just
good.
did. So you just did 4 weeks of vacation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. So no, I had a very, very long, far away trip for work, coupled with some other stuff going on. So I'm back.
All right. Well, I need 200% focus from you back on Dad Batch because everything paused when you were gone. All right. Because last week he said he didn't like his intro. I had to write a new intro for this guy.
Intros ain't easy.
Jeez. Next up, to survive war, you gotta become war. That's why he learned to shoot a bow. It's hunting ain't easy. It's Brian Cook.
You aim to please, Steven. You really do.
Aim.
See what I did there?
All right. Wait, hold on. I have a new soundboard.
you
for
have
Hold
that.
on. Aim.
Nice.
Oh, a little rim shot. All right.
Thank
How are
you,
you, Brian?
Steven. I'm good.
You're having a
Glad
pretty
to
good
be
week.
here. Full pull. I'm having an okay week, but it's good.
Oh my
Busy.
God.
Busy
Please.
time.
Mute yourself when you play with the mic, John. Oh God.
Oh, now he's
Really?
It's
Really?
it's bad.
Is that
Yeah.
bad?
Having a drum solo out here.
It's a
We need a-
spring.
we-
Sorry,
we need
the
a
wire fell. I tried to put it back.
I thought that was
We
my
need a-
kids upstairs.
we need a
Oh.
Playing dueling banjos out here.
Ask and you shall receive, dude. Look at that.
You've been having a pretty good week, huh, Brian?
I think so.
Okay.
What
we'll
happened?
talk- I don't know. You tell me.
Oh,
we'll talk
yeah,
about that
that's
in a minute.
right.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, that'll be a long story.
Yeah. And finally, specialty costume manufacturer, painter, and grill master. It is Salt J. John Rodriguez. What's up, man?
Let me unmute my mic. Heyo. What's up?
How are you?
How you doing? Good. How are you?
All right, guys. We're all finally back together. The Marauder hasn't had the full crew since episode 152.
Dang.
It's been 6
That's-
weeks.
That's a
Oh,
few.
we.
It's good to have you guys back. Now, that being said, did anyone do anything this past week? No.
I went on a work trip. Wait, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Sunday, I went and visited. I think I talked about it last week on the pod. I went to a friend's property in Virginia, did some hunting, and it was kind of a whirlwind. I was a little bit of an S show, a Shiza show. Shiza. But our friends have a bunch of property up there, and it's bow season still. So I went out there with my bow, and he has a blind, which is like a big box, and with a little kind of rectangular hole through it. And it was a little tight in there for a bow because you got to have a lot of room to like pull your bow back. And I had some deer come in, and I was kind of watching them. Didn't really have shot, whatever, and then they kind of started to wander off, and I drew my bow and was just like following one of them, and as I was following him, my arm hit the side of the blind. It's called a blind. Hit the wall, and the shot went off.
Ooh.
And I thought I missed, and I wasn't quite sure if I was even gonna go for this deer exactly, but yeah. So I thought I missed, and waited for a little while till right before dark, and then went over there and grabbed my arrow and checked it all out and looked for sign of, if I'd hit the deer, and I didn't see anything, and I was like, okay, well, I missed. That's what I thought I did, whatever. And met my buddy, and we go back down to the house, and I hear that too. Someone's got a heartbeat. Do you hear my heartbeat? And his dogs just started like sniffing my quiver.
Ooh.
Maybe word that differently.
Never let another
Quiver-
dog sniff your quiver, bro.
Is that what the kids
Quiver-
call it now?
A quiver is like your arrows go into a quiver. Thank you. I can't look at you with that, dude.
Got my
Quick arrows,
knees-
dude. Pipe down.
Got my knees a quiver.
But then I started like, now that we're like in the light of the garage, I'm like looking at it, and there's like a little bit of hair on the arrow, and I was like, oh no, I nicked it. And as a hunter in general, like you want your I'll say kill to be clean and harmless, and you don't want to, as funny as it sounds, you don't want to cause any unnecessary struggle. But so we went back up, found some blood, found some sign that I did hit it, and then proceeded to track it. So now it's dark, and this is kind of the crazy part of hunting, is you have to like track the blood, and you're literally like almost on your hands and knees with the light, like looking. And we had to track it for like 300 yards, and then through the dark, through like thick bush, whatever. And there's bears out there, for the record. So that was a little scary. I kept hearing things and going, oh my gosh, is a bear going to come up on us right now? That was kind of crazy. But eventually, whatever, we found it. It had passed on, and it was much smaller than I thought it was, but not tiny. It wasn't Bambi May. So,
You got a kill.
I did. Yes. So that was my second deer now, and my first with a bow. So bow is really hard. You got to be within.
Yeah,
like, a
man.
super close
Congratulations,
distance.
dude.
So thank you. And then more importantly, the other deer I'd gotten before, I just like picked it up and took it to a processor and had it done. And my buddy showed me how to fully process it and break it down and get all the meat out of it and everything. So that was good. It was a good learning experience in general, but I wasn't like super stoked on how it all went down, but it went
Put
down.
in the work. I mean, you did the tracking, like Rambo. You know.
Yeah, totally. Which was something I didn't have to do before last year when I got one. So, and it's part of it, right? It's part of the whole process, and you don't just kill things and just walk away. You know, you have to. I didn't go to bed till like 1 a.m. that night because we spent like 2-3 hours like trying to find it and going through that whole process. So, you know, it's not something you take lightly. So some people, you know, I mean, we freely talk about it on here, but some people don't get down with it or whatever. But that's my story.
Nice.
But
Nice.
yeah, I did get it. Was the crazy part was it was an accident back in Attack and ADC. Thank you, Nate. So it was cool. It was good. It was a good whirlwind. And then I drove straight from there to a work thing. And then now I'm home. Here I am.
Cool, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Tracking ain't easy. Everyone's going crazy with ain't easy.
I've been getting ready for a toy show this weekend.
Ooh.
So the guys that were
What kind of
I
toys?
went to the toy show the week before the toy and comic show, and the same guys that did that are doing this one, which is the kind of bigger one in the Seattle area. And I talked to the guy when I was at that show and asked if he still had availability, and he did. So I signed myself up for a table. So I'm gonna sell some vintage toys and talk to some buddies about vintage toys and comics and just get it out of my system. Probably buy some stuff too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna
That'll-
sell everything you make for sure.
That always happens. Yeah, that always happens. But no, it's always fun. It's always fun to like set up a little shop for this 2-day sale and
It's like a
you know,
chill
hang out and talk about that kind of stuff. So
That's cool.
did I make a Nate asked if I made a sign for the booth. I did not make a sign for the booth. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll just
Little
wear my
80s
Quaker
toys?
Oats hat the whole time and
Little-
really just bring
You
in the
really
dollars.
You really should.
It's
saw
you said it. You said it's on Saturday.
It's Saturday and Sunday actually.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a 2-day banger.
Sweet.
So yeah, I hope I have enough stuff. I mean, you know, I'm just like an outright collector. I don't like, you know, buy stuff to flip it outright necessarily, though. You know, sometimes like with my job, I travel a bit and I do get to find random, cool, unique finds in the wild. So that sometimes happens and it goes into the collection. And I don't know, it's always fun to find like, you know, unique and kind of different vintage items to put out for a show like this.
You know, last week San Diego Comic-Con opened up submissions for booths and tables. So then I looked into it. To get a table in Artist Alley is about $800.
Okay.
But it's like a lottery to get a table for Artist Alley.
Mhm.
Sure.
And then if you want like just a regular exhibitor table, a 6-foot table is $4,000, and a 10 by 10 booth is $6,500.
Oh wow.
And it's also a lottery, but they require 25% down in order to enter the lottery.
Even to be able to enter the lottery. Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, I closed that tab really fast.
Yeah. Dude, you've got
know-
to sell an obscene amount of product to make that up.
Artist Alley, you could almost do that. I mean, if you had the right mix, you know, of what people are looking for, like content wise, for like prints or patches or pins. I've always thought it would be so fun to do that at some point as well. But I think, you know, part of the challenge is looking into the murky crystal ball and figuring out what that assortment is that people are going to spend the money with you in Artist Alley versus, you know, the 200 other awesome artists that are also there, and finding a way to stand out. But to be in that mix and to be able to do it, part of, I guess what you could say is the value is just the experience of trying it. So would be cool to maybe do that someday.
I got a new whip Got some new
What?
wheels.
Congrats.
Yeah. Not really.
Wait.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
and it's crazy because I had gotten a car a month ago, and I did Carvana for the first time. I'd never used that service before. It's like it's like an app, and you search through their database. You pick a car, whatever, and you don't even see the car first. They just like make you sign everything, blah 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 blah. But you have 7 days to test drive it, take it to the mechanic, whatever, do whatever you need to do. And I was like, all right, like I tried it, and I got this red GR86, which was a cool car, but it was all beat up, not like with the photos. Like there were other things that were not shown and described, whatever. So I was like, no, I'm not keeping this. But I had done a trade-in with my car, and I couldn't recover my car because it's sold, it's gone. So I was carless for like a month, kind of looking at other options, and I'm like, screw that app, I'm not doing that again. I'm going to look at dealerships. I'm going to look at the more traditional, avenues, whatever. And dealers are so sleazy and sketchy, and
Yeah, sucks.
just I went to a few looking, not necessarily for that type of car. I was looking at other cars too, but everyone is such a sleazeball. I went in with like facts, and I'm like, I have this much. And the cars they were selling were obviously overpriced, and I would tell them, I'm like, listen, this is the value of the car. I'm willing to pay this much, and if you guys are willing, meet me somewhere in the middle. And they're all scumbags, whatever. Terrible experience. So I was like, screw this, man. I'm going to go back to Carvana, see what's going on there. I even checked CarMax, but I don't really trust CarMax. I had one bad experience there. Anyway, check Carvana, find another car that I really like. I'm like, all right, let's try this again. And I've had it I got it on Saturday, so I've had it for only 4 or 5 days, whatever. But so far, it's been amazing. It's the same car I got before, but it's like a different version. So it's like the Subaru version. There's a Toyota and Subaru. It's the same car, but different badges, whatever. So this version is just in better shape. It's newer. It's well kept, whatever. It's everything that the ad was essentially saying. So I'm really hoping I keep this one, which looks like I am so far. So yeah, and it's a really cool car, and I'm very excited. I feel sort of like a midlife crisis, sort of, because it's like a little sports car, but also just want to enjoy it. So
We were waiting for Amy's review on it.
I tried to get her to do a video today, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, you want to do it right now? She's like, later. I'm like, all right. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm really
We're waiting for it. Tell
we'll
her
get that
we're
eventually. I promise.
anxiously waiting.
It's got to be
Yeah, I
on her
promise.
terms.
Yeah, she's busy. I gotta talk to her secretary.
Raimi, what's going on with you, dude?
Finally saw Tron Legacy, or not? Sorry, Ares. Sorry. Tron Legacy, remember. Wear my
Didn't
Heroes
get it
and
right.
Villains Tron shirt.
How was it?
Not as bad as all the haters say.
Good.
So, and so I'm not a huge Jared Leto fan. So whatever.
Neither's the rest of the world.
Neither's the rest of the world. But
Hold up.
so he's a little hard to kind of get behind, but honestly, you're not really meant to like his character's kind of a bad guy throughout a lot of it, so you're not really meant to like him a lot. If you wanted this film to be a sequel to Tron Legacy, I don't know that it really is a good sequel to Tron Legacy, but it is a decent Tron film. It's almost like it's a sequel to just the first Tron film, more so. They tried to tie it into Tron Legacy a little bit, but not as well as they could have. But soundtrack's great. The music's almost a cast member by itself. And the other actors are all very good. Well done. They did do some good things with the way that they tied the films together. And again, they almost made it more about the first film than the second one.
The effects look super cool.
Yeah, and they almost
Visually.
did it. They almost did it to where, like, the whole thing's about like the grid, right? Like the Tron world is called the grid.
Yeah.
They had distinct different versions of the grid that represented each of the three films. Like you could see how there was like the NCOM grid and the I don't want to spoil it, but like the quote unquote bad guy grid, and then the grid from 1984 where the original Tron was. Like they were visually distinct, separate places in the film. So, and I thought that was cool.
Sounds
Did
interesting.
when Jared Leto, when he says it's Tron in time, does that take you out of the movie a little bit?
I don't remember that happening. I didn't hear that.
Oh
So
man.
if that actually happened, I missed it.
It's Tron in
Yeah.
time. It's Tron in time.
I either blocked that if he said it or it didn't happen. So because
Is that your Jared Leto voice, Steven?
Yeah, it was actually.
Do you practice that?
No, that was my first time. I hope I did it justice.
First of many. Hopefully.
You need a wig, dude. You got to put a wig on to do that.
Oh my god.
So what's your overall review of the movie? Let's give it a score. How many Jared Letos?
How many glizzies?
We were talking
How
about
many
it
Jared
earlier.
Letos?
We'll give it- I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10.
Seven Letos.
Wow.
7 out of 10 Letos. Okay.
Sevalettos.
So that's Seven Letos. That's pretty good.
But I'm pretty
That's pretty
generous.
darn
That's
good.
high.
I'm pretty generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any movies, but I did watch the new It show on I think it's
Welcome
on
to
HBO.
Dairy. Yeah.
Yeah, Welcome to Dairy.
I want to watch that. haven't yet.
It is it's extremely graphic.
Yeah.
I had, before I watched the show, I heard that the director creator of the series, Andy Muschietti, he was like really trepidatious about like the screenplay and the script and everything, and when he turned it in to HBO, they actually said yes, go ahead and shoot it, and he was like surprised. And then even like during the shooting of it and then turning it in, he was like fully expecting it to get cut, and it never got cut. So
Is
what
this the Argentinian guy?
Andy Muschietti?
Yeah.
He's the, I don't know if he's Argentinian. He's the director of The Flash.
Yeah, so it is the Argentinian
Yeah.
guy. So this guy sneaks in. So he supports the same soccer club that I do, Independiente, from Avellaneda. I have the banners up there or whatever. So he sneaks in, basically, you know, like the mate cups that people drink mate from?
Yeah.
So those little cups, some of them are Gorgs, whatever, but there's also these ceramic cups. So he sneaks those in. So he snuck that into the movie, I think, where there's a famous actor. I don't know his name, but he's got glasses and he's drinking. And you see the badge there. And so he did it again. I think it was like the first episode or the preview or the trailer or something. You see the mate cup right there with the little.
I'm almost positive he snuck something into the show, because he's also a big DC fan, and all the kids in this show are reading DC. They're reading Silver Age comic books.
Sick.
And like the dad gets pissed off and grabs like the first issue of the Flash and throws it across the room. And you're like, as a comic book collector, you're like, no, you know. But
That's funny though. He's like connecting his projects.
yeah,
That's neat.
but yeah, there's all I can say is this, it's a must watch. It's a very, if you guys liked and Andy Muschietti's It remakes part 1 and 2, you will absolutely love this show. There is a Stranger Things vibe to it. I mean, because it's kids, right? But it's regardless, it's very good. It's very
It's like
graphic.
Skeleton Crew, but
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, it's the story of how Pennywise came to be. So
isn't he like a cosmic being that came from before time and all this crazy stuff?
it's
Yeah.
extremely graphic. Like,
Oh, I was
Like-
about to say, you said something about kids, and I'm like, It and kids? What do we? I don't want to watch
Well,
this. Like,
But it's It. You've never seen the original It?
no, never
Or
watched
the
it.
remakes?
oh,
I haven't. I haven't.
I don't watch
either.
horror
Just
movies,
to put
dude.
one in Brian's
Children.
camp. I have not either.
It's gnarly, dude. The
It
newer
sounds too gnarly for me.
the opening scene before the credits even roll, Like
Uh-huh.
my wife was ready to like walk out of the room.
I'm out,
Oh,
dude.
no.
I'm out.
She was like, "Nope."
Nope.
Oh
I'm
my
good.
goodness.
I'm
But
good.
it's fun. It's fun for Halloween time.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, good
It's
Halloween
fake.
show.
It's fake and in a neighborhood. So I know we're gonna talk about it starting next week, but I snuck in the first episode of Visions,
Oh, you
and
dog.
I was gonna say, so I started watching the first 5 minutes of it. Not even the first 5 minutes, the first 2 minutes, and then I realized that I had completely forgotten part 1 of the duel from
so
season
you wanted
1.
to watch that back
season
first?
1, episode 1. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewatch
So
that.
so just so you know, you can watch this independently of the first one.
Okay.
Really?
That's good
It's
to
not
know.
necessarily tied in.
So the flashback in the beginning has nothing to do with the story. Oh,
All right, that's good. Good to
Interesting.
know.
Okay.
Are they
That's
30
nice.
minutes, John?
I mean, it was actually like 22 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
a little
Okay,
less.
cool. Easy watch.
It's just a different story.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes way
All right.
back. There's a flashback that goes way before the first episode, so it doesn't have to do with it necessarily.
good
Cool.
to know. Good to know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's dope.
Well, that's TV news. Let's go ahead and talk a little box office news. Let's see, box office top 5 for the weekend. With its debut coming in at number 1, we have Chainsaw Man the movie with 18 million.
Another anime.
Another
That's
anime.
right.
18 million over the weekend, 65 million worldwide. Coming in at number 2, we have Regretting You, which brought in 13.7 million. This brings up its worldwide total to 26. In third place, we have Black Phone 2, which brought in an even 13 million, bringing its gross to 84.
That one looks
Um,
scary.
That's another horror movie. Yeah,
That's with Ethan Hawke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
sequel. Coming in fourth place, this came out of nowhere. Springsteen, Deliver Me
Oh,
from
I
Nowhere.
want to see this. Yeah. With
Yeah.
Jeremy White. This looks
Mhm.
good.
This brought in a weekend 8.9 million with a worldwide total of 17. And rounding out the top 5, Raimi's favorite movie, Tron Ares, still holding on strong with 4.9 million, bringing up its worldwide total to 124 million, which I think was half the budget of marketing.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Does it say what the budget is? I mean, it's there somewhere. I don't know if it's on the list. you're
More
looking
than
at.
124.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, clearly, it's got to be over 2.
The marketing budget usually is like the cost of the movie, right? Isn't it? Like, is that kind of like the basic math on a big production like that?
It's a
For something-
percentage.
For something that big, it could be.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tron Ares budget was 180 million, not including marketing.
Yeah. So including marketing, it's got to be at least 225, 250. Easy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Easy.
So you weren't here, but when we had reported that its opening weekend had done so bad that Disney had already axed the Tron 4 sequel, which was planned. But we're hearing that the Tron story will continue in other mediums. So graphic novel, comic book. I was thinking maybe like even an animated show would be like pretty sick.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, and it just takes it takes time, the right people, and they could change their mind. If the right person gets behind it and the right producer and director, like they could, with the right script, they could sway that.
Yeah.
Just don't tell Big Daddy Bobby Iger and
Bob's already cut it. Dude.
yeah.
It's already been clipped.
All right, let's see here.
Chainsaw Man, Springfield.
What do you want to talk about next? I have Halloween next on the list. You guys want to talk about Halloween?
Halloweeny.
I finished. Well, I guess we could move that to the workbench because I have some stuff
Halloween
to talk about.
Fell on a weekend.
yeah, I wanna hear
based
about
on based on last week, you've been
Yeah.
busy.
Sure. You know what? I do want to say this before we move into Workbench. To our patrons, we will be holding the raffle next week for what is it? The interview and
Oh yeah, special episode for Patreons at that level.
and yeah, the special episode. I'm looking at the membership right now. Hold on. I know we promised a lot, so it was. Oh, a special episode of Dad Batch where you're interviewed for your own episode, and we'll be holding a second raffle to be a special guest host of the Paranoid podcast.
Yes.
If and when they ever
TTC.
record, I don't know what those guys are doing. Jeez.
We're just getting the demand so high and the froth level so peak that when we come back, it's just gonna hit like thunder.
They're just gonna forget that it's even a thing, and then all of a sudden, like,
New app.
We're waiting for 3i Atlas to swing back around the sun, and then we're
After
Yeah, we've just been
Yeah.
getting updates. Yeah.
after we run that raffle, we're also going to be after we run that raffle next week, which I think we might do it on the pod. We might just do it live. But we'll also be starting to talk about our Chrome Tono initiative
Yeah.
for this holiday season, which to our executive producers on the Suit Up tier, they get double entries for Chrome Tono.
oh,
Damn.
That's
two
right.
bangers.
I don't know how we're gonna do that in what's that system, Raimi? Better World?
in Better World.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Um,
have to. Better World will take the donations, but we'll run the raffle itself outside of Better World,
Okay.
so that we can manage the doubling of it. So
Sweet.
that's
Okay.
that's just how we'll have to do it.
Cool.
So.
All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. If you'd like to show your support for the show, become a patron and join the All Access Elite Squad on our Discord, or check out our merch store for some sweet ass t-shirts at thedadbatch.com.
This garbage is nothing like clone armor.
Looks a little tight on you, old man.
Yeah, at least I know how to wear it.
That's right, everybody. It's time for the weekly workbench. All right, gentlemen, who is working on what?
A Raimi screen just a second ago as the cat walked by. Oh, that disoriented me.
Where's your hat?
Did your mic go out?
Yeah, I think your mic disconnected or something.
Your mic blew a fuse.
Oh no, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now
you're
you
good.
can.
Now,
Sorry, my kiddo came in and knocked my mic off my table. I
Blame it on the
I was laughing at Raimi's cat as he walked by in the foreground of the screen there. Man, workbench this week. Well, I did go to my son's Halloween like school bash thing, which was super fun. That was like the dry run for their Halloween costumes, and nothing fell apart. All of their costumes like stayed together, so that was a win. And it was like a school function. It was like a trunk or treat, and they had a kid's haunted house, and it was super duper fun. They were all running around with their friends. I wore my Heroes and Villains varsity X-Men jacket, and then my little Cyclops visor, and then just some sensible khakis and brown shoes, of course, like Scott Summers would. And of course, I didn't expect anybody to like really notice it there. But as we were walking around like the trunk or treat, which it was raining that night, so they moved it like into the gym, and so that everybody had tables that would have had like a car to do the trunk or treat from. And as we were like going up to this one table, there was a handful of parents that were dressed up, and one standout was of course like the inflatable T-Rex costume. Like always a standard for any like Halloween party function. Somebody's in that. And his family was running one of the trick-or-treat tables, and he like beelined over as we were passing by and he came up and just put his inflatable T-Rex thumb in my face, and he's like, "Dude, I love the Cyclops costume. Super
He's
duper
like-
cool." Yeah, it was just the little T-Rex arm thumbs up. And it was funny because it was like the one mention of the evening for something kind of nerd related. So it was pretty funny. As for the workbench this week, I actually started kind of knocking out more of the Magneto that I've been working on.
Nice.
So I received some more of the paint that I was using for the purple. So I'm going to start doing the boots for that. And I got this foam, like EVA foam armor pattern off of Etsy for like a boot spat. And I'm going to use that as the base for the build for my boot. I just haven't been able to find a boot for Magneto that I've really felt like conveys the look I'm kind of going for. So at this point, I think I'm just going to do some sort of basic build out of foam on top of this existing EVA foam pattern for a boot spat. So a little Magneto work. And then I got kind of silly earlier and started painting this gigantic Hasbro figure.
That's awesome.
So I have this K2 SO. I don't know what series it was from. They were doing those really large scale.
Is it Jax?
It might be a Jax.
Jax
It could be a
Figs
Jax.
or
It might not
something.
even be Hasbro. They were doing that overscale. It was that jumbo size. It was over 12-inch scale for the figures. And then, this K2, I mean, dude, he's 2 feet tall, about probably 18, 20 inches tall. And I had him painted gold. He's been painted gold for a couple of years. A couple of years ago, I painted him with Montana gold paint and just had him on my shelf for a long time. Got a wild hair, pulled him down, just soaked him in Model Masters rust paint, and then hit him with a bunch of Dirty Down spray. Basically just used the Dirty Down really up close and ran it through all of the seams, kind of
Onto
where
the
the K2,
channels.
the joints, all the kind of body movement parts of where the K2 would actually move, and really cake that stuff up multiple times. I need to post that. I'm going to post that tonight on my Instagram for my workbench kind of whip thing. So you'll see some more photos there. But yeah, I don't know, just paint goofing, sometimes you got to just clear the head and do something totally off of the radar of what you have on your to-do list for costumes. Get your head clear, come back to something later.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
I should have made Brian go last.
You still can.
So I could be sweating by the time I take this off.
You still can.
Can you hear me okay?
No.
All right, I'll take it off. I talked about it last week. I haven't
we
been
can
around.
hear you. We can hear you.
I haven't really been around. So but I talked about it last week, how I got this Deadpool mask from White Sheep. And I got it all weathered up here. So showing it here on the camera for the people watching on the stream. Just use the airbrush, hit the seams, rub some otter wax on it to give it that kind of shiny look, bring up the textures here, which is cool. You can kind of see it. I got to redo these eyes, whatever
I was
they
gonna
use.
say, yeah, those eyes are bugging.
They are
Yeah.
atrocious.
It's black mesh and they painted it white.
Oof.
So, yeah, I'm going to change that. I just got to find, I think I have a piece of the white fabric that most of the guys use.
You
So,
should get a metal mesh so you can get that curvature of the eye.
Get the
You know how-
shape, yeah.
You know how my EL Fet mask has
yeah.
and the Wolverine, in the
rounded.
Deadpool Wolverine movie's got that curvature to the white of the eye.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get a metal mesh and either paint that white or use that as a backing against a white fabric mesh, and that'll give you that proper look.
I could
Yeah.
probably use what's in here and just pop these out.
Use it
and
as a
cover them
pattern.
with
Yeah.
fabric. Yep.
And then when you have that metal mesh, you push it in from behind, and it'll
Yeah.
give you kind of a rough idea of where you're gonna have the curvature at and everything.
Yeah, these are curved. The stuff that's in here is
okay.
like a metal mesh. So I could
Yeah.
just put the white mesh over that. Just
Yeah.
pop it out. Put the white
pop
mesh
it
in
out and then
glue it
just
back in.
have it be the backer.
if I can get it out without destroying
You
it.
could like throw a pencil through that mesh that you have currently.
Oh, this is you could take a bullet to this, dude, and you'd be good. No, this is
Right.
like very strong.
Nice.
So Brian, I'm sure you can get a mold that like that you could 3D print that you could push the metal mesh or some whatever you're going to use
Oh.
over it to get the right curvature. That
Or
because,
just
like,
use some
because I've
like
seen-
clay or something. Couldn't that work? Just pushing kind of soft clay against it and
Maybe.
forcing it kind of through.
For molding, yeah.
maybe,
yeah,
but
molding.
I've seen people that have them because you can print that and then use it as a buck for vacuum forming over it
Yeah.
to get the right shape. So
Yeah, those are good ideas. Yeah,
that's how Raimi would do it. I would just take the back of a screwdriver and be like, "Yep, good to go."
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked how it came out, though. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Like I said, it's the same fabric as my suit, so I like it. It's not that high quality of a mask, but for the price, it's like a third or a quarter of what like a fancy Deadpool mask will cost
Yeah.
you. So the
well,
biggest
it's
thing
what,
for me
it's
was it
what white
matches my
sheep is
fabric.
good for, which is a base,
Yep.
and you modify and build off of that. So I think when you replace those eyes,
Yeah, you
it's
just
gonna
need to
look
change that.
100%. And like I
It's gonna look
said,
That's the
great.
only thing.
it's
Yeah.
Deadpool 1. It's not Deadpool 3 or
Mhm.
Wolverine. Deadpool Wolverine. It doesn't have the lines going down the
Yeah.
side. So
Because your suit
but-
is DP3.
dude, you could almost like replicate a fabric line going across that, especially if you're just going to use it for cowboy pull eventually. You could almost
Totally.
like replicate a Deadpool 3 fabric patterning line coming.
yeah.
What is
somehow.
it from
Well,
that kind of
hat's
dart
on.
on the eye right there?
Yeah,
Goes
when the
off of that?
hat's on, that's what I'm
It-
thinking, John. Like when the hat's on, it don't matter. It's like,
Yeah.
If
yeah,
the
for
hat's on
sure.
and it covers most of the area that's on your head, you're not going to
Yeah.
see that pattern change anyway.
True.
yeah.
So if that's the main
So-
goal, I would leave it as is. And
The
it
biggest
just,
thing, man.
just swap
that's
the
good-
eyes.
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna swap the eyes, and I think it'll look good with my Deadpool suit. And only certain people are gonna be like, "Oh, look at this! This is the wrong, it's the wrong mask."
I'm
Like,
I'm your biggest critic, dude.
yeah.
If it was
Even
me,
if I
I'm
had
like, actually,
actually, sure.
Do it in
Um,
the Cartman voice. Do it in the Cartman voice.
actually,
But I'm stoked. It came out good. It looks good. So I did it like honestly, I did that a couple weeks ago, but I didn't show it, and I talked about it last week. So
Mm.
I wanted to bust that out and show it for the visual listeners.
Bust it.
But yeah, man, that's it. Oh, I built a table for the store for East here in Mooresville, North Carolina. So
more sweet. Yeah,
making some more retail space. Yeah, John's got the special Moon Eye shirt on right there.
Ooh wee.
Authorized dealer.
Are those available
cool.
on East.concepts?
Yes. East.concepts.com. It has actually been fully renovated as of this week. And all of
Oh, the
our
website?
shop.
Cool.
Yep. All of our shop products are on there and available. And if you're in
Nice.
Mooresville, stop
That's
by.
nice.
We have a very large heroes and villains display. And we are packed full of stuff for the holidays. So, but if you want a Mooresville, an East shirt, they are up on the website. Oh, thank
It's
you.
like my new favorite shirt.
Yeah, that one's good, huh?
Dope, comfy,
Yep.
and I
Fun-
just like that it's like a race culture shirt.
Yeah. So fun story about that shirt. They have, Moon Eyes is based out of Japan, and they are very particular about how they do things and how they present themselves as any major brand should. And they have an authorized dealer shirt, which is basically that without the checkered flags. And all their stores that carry the brand, if they want an authorized dealer shirt, it's that shirt without the checkered flags. And my wife Tori kept asking them like, "Hey, can we do this? Can we do this?" Like, nope. And they equated it to like Hard Rock Cafe, right? Like you go to Hard Rock Cafe in Chicago, you go to Hard Rock Cafe in New York. It's the same shirt, just says the different city on
It's
it.
the same logo. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, it's consistency. And then I think they had visited the store, or the owner's daughter had visited the store. And, where we live, Mooresville is Race City. It's where all the NASCAR teams are based out of. NASCAR racing cars. It's called Race City. Mooresville is Race City. And after she visited, Tori kept asking, like, can we maybe throw in a checkered flags or something? And he was like, you know what? Go ahead. So
Ooh.
that's like the first kind of like Squeak on an authorized dealer shirt, which is so fitting for our area. So, and we got them in, and we've been selling a ton of them. So it's been fun.
Persistence pays off.
Yeah, little fun story.
Like they gained your confidence, or you gained their confidence, I
Yeah,
guess.
a little confidence.
Kind of
little
like,
trust.
okay, like
Yeah,
the history
I think
checks out. It makes sense.
I think his daughter visiting the area too, and like seeing the history and the culture of
She
the
was probably the
area,
key. Yeah.
it helped. Yeah, because she actually did a race at the Charlotte Speedway, and so yeah, man, super cool.
That's sick. Speaking of
Yeah.
race, so I haven't been building much stuff. I did work on something today. I have this like sort of like this Japanese mask that's from Gotham. It's called like the Blue Ghost or something. I'm not sure what it is. Blue Phantom. I don't know. I haven't seen the show. It's just like this thing. I painted it gold, and I wanted to like do this patina stuff, and I did. It's actually in the garage now. It didn't come out the way I wanted to, so I think I'm gonna do more and try to like layer it and stuff. But besides that, like I mentioned before, I got this car, so I wanted to clear out a space in my garage. If you guys know, anyone who knows me, my garage is a nightmare. There's just stuff everywhere. I know where all the stuff is. If you're like, dude, can you find me this? Boom, boom. I know where to grab. I know where to look. Under there, reach up there, whatever. But since I was getting this car, and my previous car had been hit in the street as it was parked, and so I got this like weird phobia. Like I'm like, and sort of half the reason I sold my other car was kind of like I wanted to get this bad juju off me, the bad vibes, start fresh, get something else, whatever. So anyway, so I'm terrified of just getting hit again, just parked in my neighborhood. I guess Glendale is just notorious for terrible drivers. It's freaking terrible. So I cleared out a huge space in my garage, which it's actually not huge because once the car's in, it's very tight. Everything's very, very tight. But I basically cleaned up a big area where all this stuff was, and now I have a space to park my car, just to keep it off the street at night. There's always someone crazy getting bailed out of jail or getting released in the morning. I had my Jeep once and dent the hood, just some crazy dude walking up the alley. So it's like everything's like So I did that. It's not much of a workbench, but
Did you do a dump run? Was it dump run worthy kind of clearing out, or was it just like organizing into a different part of the garage? Or
yeah,
what
it was
entailed?
Not much is going to
It
fit
was
in the
a
trunk of that
mixture.
car.
The trunk's pretty small. No, so I did. We have a dumpster. So our trash cans one's a big dumpster, and then we have the recycling bins. But the dumpster's huge, and we're the closest garage to that dumpster.
Oh,
So it
sweet.
was kind of easy to and it wasn't much. It had like cardboard box stuff and like trash,
Yeah.
a couple bags of trash, whatever. But I had my paint booth, or it's like my drying and curing booth that I essentially had to tear down. I just took it apart.
Yeah.
I have the instructions, took everything apart, whatever, folded it, put everything in a box, and it's there.
Yeah.
So I don't have that ability at the moment. But what I can do is pull the car out, close
Set
the door,
that up.
whatever, build the thing. It takes
Yeah, it's
5
quick.
to 10 minutes.
Quick build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can use it for the day or for the night or whatever, and then
Nice.
so if it's a quick turnaround thing, I could essentially do that. Or
Yeah.
casting helmets too. I did that the other day. I parked the car right outside, and I put some cardboard down, and I was casting helmets right in that
Sick.
parking spot, and then I just put
Worked
everything
out
away
okay.
where it was. Yeah, everything's a little tight because it's kind of a mess, but I have to still clean a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
But at least there's space in there now, and it's always a trip because I have to back in, and it's like I have to almost touch the table or whatever, the thing that's next to, or whatever that is next to my car when I park. I have to almost be touching it just to fit enough, and it's just,
Yeah.
every night it's like I've been coming home from work and trying to park and whatever. It's weird. But anyway, that's it. Yeah, I've just been doing car stuff and getting the car ready and the garage, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Been busy since I've been back. I painted up a helmet. I don't have it with me, so I can't show it. I did bring another helmet with me that I haven't started painting yet, so I can show that one off. So there was this weird. So you guys remember that the unfinished video game Star Wars 1313 that was supposed to have been
Yes.
about Boba Fett? So there was this weird bounty hunter design that was never used. Then the character's name was Kellic.
Oh, what? That is
So-
cool.
It's a cool helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad
Well,
you
go
like
on.
it because
Oh my gosh.
Oh no way!
dang it. So I don't have these pieces glued in yet because I got to do the sanding on it still. But
Oh, but that's awesome.
Oh man.
What the heck? So for the audio people, Ramey's holding
Yeah.
up a 3D printed helmet that has these crazy fins. He showed us some concept art that had the helmet with these fins. And,
It almost looks like a robot George Washington.
with the pointy hair.
a
Yeah.
one-eyed
With like the weird powdered
cyborg
wig hair.
George Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I've got the helmet all printed. I've got all the resin pieces are all
That's so cool.
outfit and whatever, and there's like all these weird pieces around the back and
Dude,
sides.
that's sick.
But
Now all I can see is George Washington.
Dude, it looks like
yeah, thanks for ruining it. I can't
Ruined.
even. I'm gonna
Throw it
throw it away
away.
now. Yeah.
Burn it.
You have to paint that
Robo
and throw it
George.
away for sure.
Steph
Yeah.
said Robo.
Give it some
George.
wooden teeth and then throw it away.
No, it's awesome. That's really cool. Oh, and there's ear caps and stuff too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them printed. I didn't get all the
Yeah.
pieces. There's no way I could hold it all together. But
Oh.
yeah, I've got the ear caps and there's this big like breather.
That's a
thing that
crazy
goes on the
helmet. That is a
back and
really cool
whatever.
design.
But
Hmm.
yeah, and then like I guess there's like LEDs that go in the. I'll have to put LEDs in the.
Oh yeah, like a sequence.
eye visor. Yeah.
Sick.
So should be a fun little helmet build.
Hmm.
So as far and I brought some stuff with me. I'm obviously not at home, not my usual background, but I've got some sewing stuff that I can work on while I'm here.
Are you gonna do that whole suit, Amy, for that character?
No.
No?
I thought I would, and I'm probably not going to do like the actual like concept artwork designed paint
Mhm.
job. I'll just do something custom and
Cool.
do some sort of like denizen-y kind of build around it. But
That'd be a good
Can't go
OC
wrong.
OC helmet.
yeah.
Who made those files for the helmet?
That is a good question. Give me a second. I can. Has everybody else gone? I can. if
Steven
you give me-
hasn't.
Oh, I don't
gone
think
yet.
I did.
If you go, I will come up with the name of the modeler by the time you're done.
Okay, so last week I was talking about how my kid wanted just this outrageous, essentially Comic-Con booth for the front of the house. Obviously, time constraints, budget, those all play a factor into everything. So, we kind of did like a 2-for-1 deal going here. So my wife has a like a trunk or treat contest at her work, and so like all the different departments at her work, they do a thing. So we like came up with a very similar theme, which was still like the haunted Pokemon cemetery thing, and we actually finished that, and we actually did it last night at her work's trunk or treat. So everything's over there, and we're picking it up tomorrow so that we can display it in the house. So I'll have those photos next week.
Yeah.
But the coolest, obviously, other than our booth, right? The second coolest thing that I saw at this trunk or treat, there was a booth that did The Nightmare Before Christmas, and like all the stuff at their booth was just stuff that you could buy at like Home Depot, like Oogie Boogie this and Oogie Boogie that. But I thought this caught my eye, and
Oh, the lamp.
Oh, the lamp.
we saw each other from across the room, and I was like,
You're like, you look familiar.
I love lamp. And so I walked over and I took a photo of it, and like a weirdo.
That's
Yeah.
Was it metal or was it plastic?
I don't know. I didn't want to touch.
Oh, you should have touched it.
I just thought that was cool. I was
That
like,
is cool.
man, it's so good. Anyway, but much like you, John and Luke, I did some stuff that was not costume or any kind of hobby related on the workbench. Well, I guess it kind of is hobby related. It's 3D printing related. So Kiefer, I ran a personal raffle on my Instagram for a 3D printer, and Kiefer Jenkins, Jetstreak Inc. He actually won the raffle. Totally above board and
Legit.
random. It was legit.
That's sick.
And he didn't want me to ship it. He wanted to drive out, so he drove out 2 hours
Wow.
from where he's at, and he picked it up in person. And after I cleared out the printer room, I was just like, man, I realized how much of a mess my printer room was. I have like boxes and boxes of like brand new unopened filament just all over the floor. I've got filament rolls all over the room. And I didn't realize how difficult it had become to just even like walk into that I used to call it the lab. Now it's kind of like the junk room now. But I spent the last couple days just like cleaning it up, and I downloaded some filament roll brackets that are like wall mountable. And so I cleaned up my little filament area.
Wow, dude.
So I put all my unopened sealed filaments on the shelf. And then I can stack those as high as I want to stack it. And then I have a bar that holds all my like used rolls. And then within that bar of the rolls, each section is like PETG and then ABS and then PLA. And the room itself is not it's like the room itself is not temperature or humidity controlled per se, but the temperature even in the dead of winter never goes below like 78 in that room.
It's a closed off closet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially a closet.
It stays the same all year.
And I have to address the humidity of those open rolls, I have like 4 separate filament heaters that actually fill, like they heat the filament, they extract the moisture from it and stuff. And so I'm not too concerned about having the filament open like that. Especially now that it's organized, I'll be able to like not forget about a roll.
Is there typically a shelf life to open filament like that? I would assume, because I think they come with like desiccants and stuff in the little vac sealed packages.
They
Does
do,
that have a big window for shelf life?
The desiccant itself is there to
take out the moisture.
To keep the moisture out. But
yeah,
if you look in the top right of this picture, there's a little jug there, and that's actually rechargeable desiccant that I purchased on Amazon a couple years back. And so like I'll pour that into the reservoir that's inside my filament heating chambers.
Oh.
And it's orange, and then it turns green when it's moisturized. And then you can cook it in the microwave to get rid of the moisture again.
Wow.
To recharge it.
Reuse it. Yeah.
But I would say, I mean, I don't know. Typically filament, I don't know if it has a shelf life.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as it's kept, not in a extreme climate, it probably can go, right? Yeah.
I did. So I don't know if I talked about it on the show recently, but I picked up one of those Home Depot R2D2s, the animatronic ones, and I was gonna go full on like mod on it because it's 89% scale. The head is already motorized to spin, so like in my mind I'm thinking, oh, just add some wheels, it's good to go. After purchasing so many like modifications for it, I started to realize that I might as well just go back to printing one like I originally did. But I think this time around, with the way that printers have matured. I think I'm
It
gonna
would be
give.
better.
Yeah, I think. Like John, you remember the one I gave you? It was essentially one piece because I printed that on a 500 millimeter bed.
It was a big print, yeah.
But
Mostly.
the quality, like the layer,
the quality wasn't great. Yeah, I had to sand a lot
right?
to get it flush and smooth and looking good.
Nowadays, I feel like there wouldn't be much post processing as involved.
G.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I want to try this new. It's not a new material. It's new to me. It's called ASA. So basically, it's essentially ABS, but it has outdoor resistant properties. So it's like weather resistant. And then it also has mechanical properties. So if it rubs against itself, like in a gear,
it's not going
It
to
doesn't
wear
chew
away.
itself out or something. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Huh.
So I want to
Wow.
try that. I heard ASA is really difficult to print with because it's prone to warping. But I think with these new printers that are out on the market that are temperature controlled and
The tech is
enclosed,
so advanced. Yeah.
I think it should be pretty easy. So mark my words, October 29, I'm putting it out in the ether that I'm building an astromech.
Oh, you're doing it? This is it? This is the announcement. All right.
Yeah.
Stevie's doing a droid. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys in
Put
like
a pin in it.
3 years when I'm done. Or I'll see you in 3 years when I'm giving all my spare parts to John again.
I kind of want to. Well, I have Raimi's droid now, so I have no room for the other one.
What's your dream droid? If you're got this in your sights, what's your dream droid?
Oh, well, I think the first one has to be R2D2.
Okay.
I'll probably do the A New Hope version.
That's dope.
But I would love to do an R2 KT, the pink one.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know. I feel like my roots in this entire community started with the 501st, and you don't get more 501st than R2 KT
for sure.
So
Nice pick.
we'll see how. So Mr. Badley on the R2 forums, he has a new Mark IV droid that he designed from pretty much the ground up, and it's made to be printed on these new printers.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of what got me. That's kind of what piqued my interest, because I'm seeing the quality of what people are pumping out so fast,
blowing through. Yep.
And there's one guy who's like, his R2 is completely 3D. There's no post processing. There's no primer or anything. He's printing it in white, blue, and silver.
Jeez.
Yeah. And from 6 feet away, you cannot tell it's 3D printed.
Gnarly.
That's awesome.
So we'll see.
I forgot to mention on my little segment, I am actually doing something prop related, and we were talking about this months ago, and it actually has to do with what we're going to be talking about in the next segment or the next couple segments. But I decided I got the file for the Badlands Predator mask deck, the younger fugitive, the dude running for his life. I got that file from Vec 3D, which it's just awesome, great detail.
Damn.
And I had to hit up I don't know what their name is now, but I hired like a printing service. But instead of doing the IF, which I usually do, who are in Singapore, I decided to do someone here in the States to avoid the tariff fees. Because when I ordered the alien alien skull that I got, I didn't consider that, and I don't know how much more it was, but I know that I had to pay something, so I didn't want to do that. So someone's printing it now for me, and it should be done in a day or two. And I'm gonna mold it as far as I'm concerned. So I'll be making some copies of it and hopefully painting a few up, and because it looks dope. And recently I saw his brother's mask, which is similar to his, but it's got like more detail and more embellishments and stuff. So I'm hoping Vect or someone else also does that model, because it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
But that's it. So, and I don't know if that's a segue or not. I don't know what segment's next, but
I think we were waiting. I think we were waiting for Raimi to get the creator of those
News.
files.
It's
oh, that's
Dude,
it. My
that
bad.
thing's
My bad.
crazy.
Alexander Makes on
Oh,
Etsy is where I got the files from.
That looks like the 3-eye atlas coming toward us.
is this the so?
That's so sick. That is such a cool design.
But the files were like $6 to get the STLs.
From
It
the
almost
back?
looks like that red dude from was it The Force Awakens?
The Guavian.
That's what it
No,
said.
there's that.
Captain
Oh,
Ithano.
yeah.
The other dude.
Captain
all
Ithano.
red.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain Ithano. Yeah.
He had like a cape, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or a cloak.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
That's
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Super crazy mask.
Beautiful
man.
design, yeah.
So
Hey, Raimi.
hey, Steven.
We're being hailed. This encryption's new. This might take a while.
I've missed this.
Smith.
You're muted. You are muted.
You're a little out of practice there, Stevie. So, yeah, I'm jockeying the mute button because I'm on like a plastic table, and like every mouse click and keyboard click is going to echo through here. All right, so everybody knows this. Star Wars Visions Volume 3 came out today as we record this show. So, other than like maybe an episode here or there, none of us have really had a chance to watch it yet. But starting next week, tune in as the Dad Batch. We're going to start like a weekly episode review, right, guys?
Hell yeah.
So I'm planning on watching through the whole thing between now and then, but what we're going to do is we're going to do like one episode per week and kind of do a bit of a deep dive. So that'll start next week with episode 1, and it's 9 episodes. So we'll take the next 9 weeks and we'll go through
Oh,
it.
that's
one,
exciting.
one
That's
per
cool.
week. That'll give us some good content, and we'll be able to spread that out. So looking forward to that. We've got an excerpt from the upcoming book, The Art of Star Wars, The Acolyte, by our friend Kristen Baver, in which the showrunner, Leslie Headland, talks about the Stranger, aka Kamir, and his origins and her belief that he was actually either, I don't know if it's like the original or at least one of the Knights of Ren. So she said it was in the design of the character, as well as knowing that we were going to introduce Darth Plagueis, who has to end up with Palpatine as his apprentice. Following the rule of 2, a precept that limited the Sith to just 2 at any given time, a master and an apprentice, one way to keep it going is if the Stranger is the first Knight of Ren. Oh, I guess she says the first. Part of a Sith adjacent cult that we know eventually survives. Now, I know in the comics, and John, you're more familiar with this than I am. In the comics, they do get into the original Ren, like so that would conflict with that, right?
There's a guy named Ren who is, but that's during the time of Ben Solo. So I don't know if this is way before that. I mean, it has to be, right? It's way before that.
Yeah, this is the
so
High Republic.
It doesn't really make sense unless there were like generational Knights of Ren.
You can't trust
Maybe.
a Sith or a Sith follower to like tell the truth. Like, oh yeah, I'm the first. I'm the first Ren.
Yeah, but how is no? Well,
I mean,
his name is Ren. That's the thing. His name is Ren.
Yeah, this would have just been an
Ben Solo just adopts his name. Sorry.
Yeah, this would have been an example of TV just saying, "Well, we're gonna just do what we want," and the comics are no longer accurate. Like they would have just taken it. If they had done it that way.
Right.
Either way, you can pre-order The Art of Star Wars, The Acolyte from Amazon and other book retailers for delivery expected somewhere around mid-January of 26. Next up, thanks to an investor presentation, executives at IMAX have let it slip that Star Wars: A New Hope will be hitting theaters in full IMAX glory in April of 2027 in honor of the film's 50th anniversary. We don't know which version of the film is going to be shown amongst all of the special editions and edits, or if this could be something edited even further that will that we haven't even seen to date. Although it's worth noting that Disney recently did a 4K restoration of the original Tron film, so it's possible that a similar process has been run on the original version of Star Wars for IMAX presentation. The same presentation also confirmed that what we already knew, which is that The Mandalorian and Grogu would also be showing on IMAX at the time of the film's launch. So, what do you guys think? What version do you think we're gonna get, and what version would you like to get?
So I have some backdoor rumor news on this.
Okay.
But it's not a rumor. This is actually substantiated because there was somebody who's in charge of archiving the restoration footage. And so what they do as part of their archival process is part of their script that they run on the computer is it automatically uploads a copy of it to their cloud servers on YouTube. And whoever ran that script didn't post it as a private link, but as a public link. So the restorations they had done for that day were available on the Star Wars YouTube channel for like a few moments before they caught it. And then of course, because it hits the internet, everyone has it. And so some people on Reddit were comparing some stills from A New Hope. Actually, I should just say before I continue, there was actually stills from all three of the original trilogy that got uploaded. But anyway, so there was some stills that were from A New Hope that led the people on Reddit to believe that it is the unaltered original version. So like pre special edition, pre anything.
Pre-edit.
Yeah. And they also did a comparison saying how there's been we've talked about it on the show before, like the despecialized edition that the fan edits have done. There's the 4K edition that's on Disney Plus. But whatever restoration process they're using for this IMAX version, they must be using like, I don't know, AI or something, because there's details in this IMAX restoration version that you cannot see in any other version prior.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, if you're going to scan the film, you always have to go back and scan the film. You can't scan like a digital copy that was already scanned. Like, right. So so let's say they scanned it in 4K at some point, right? For the 4K Disney Plus version. And that's as high as they went. And now they want to scan it for 8K or 16K or 20K or whatever the new standard is. They've got to go all the way back to the film to scan that. They can't scan what they already scanned.
No.
Yeah.
So they've got to go back and scan that film and then reapply the edits. So they've got to essentially respecialize it to get the special edition based off of the scan and then like reapply those edits. So it's possible that they were maybe scanning it for another revision and they still were just scanning the original film for whatever it is that they were doing.
I mean, the technology is always changing. So it's like always advancing and moving forward. Like,
yeah, but the film is always the golden master. So
that's so cool. I mean, man.
Do you think it's around still? It's got to be.
There are very few copies.
I probably can't show those leaks on here, can I?
I would not.
Rackers rumors.
Yeah. Never mind. Not that I would have it. I don't know.
Were there
allegedly?
This is a I know we know of like the big changes they made in A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, which like ultimately like there's some changes I would like to see like reverted back in those. But did they do any big changes to Empire when they like re-release that? Like what's a significant thing? Obviously you can point to like the weird Jabba scene in A New Hope or Han not shooting first or in Return of the Jedi. My biggest thing I want to see back is like the original Cy Snoodles Max Rebo song. That was the original, just hammer. I wish they never did that. But in Empire, what's like a big thing they did there that's like a change people hated?
Take it away, chat.
So I know that they redid the exterior Cloud City scenes.
That's right.
With the ships flying
more
around,
people hustling and bustling in the city. Yeah.
Yeah, and the ships flying around and stuff like that. I know
That's
much
one
was
though
done.
that I wouldn't feel like detracts from Star Wars as much
Just
as like
filler.
sacrilegious as it is to like make Han not shooting first. Like that's like a iconic scene that changes a character's direction almost versus spatial filler stuff.
I want to say they went through and they kind of cleaned up some of the jitter on the stop motion stuff for the AT-ATs and the stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
But that was just smoothing things out.
Yeah.
Jason put in the chat that there are at least 4 different audio mixes of the original film version too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Boba Fett's voice, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah,
Good
Jeremy
point.
What's his
Bullock
name?
versus
No,
Tim.
not Jeremy Bullock.
Yeah.
Winters. What's his name? Is it
You're
Jeremy?
right.
Boba,
Wasn't he Bullock didn't do the voice. It was a
Wasn't even
voice
Jeremy
actor.
Bullock.
It was gosh, what's his name? Winters.
Edgar?
Who is Winters? Doot.
Doodle-doo-doo.
I mean, it's not really like I guess it's a big deal, but then it's also like they wanted it to be consistent with everything that came after it. So,
Dude, the Cy Snoodle song Return to Jedi. I'm sorry, that's the biggest one that sticks out to me. I hate that new song versus the old.
Yeah.
The old one is so good and it's so kind of dark and gritty and it just fits with that scene so much better.
Jason Wintergreen.
Wingreen.
Wintergreen.
Wingreen.
Wingreen. Jason Wingreen. I got it. Jason Wingreen.
the chat. Oh man.
Yeah. Remember when they made the Ewoks blink?
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
like creepy. That was like Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. That's something though too I don't feel like detracts
that's
from
right.
it though. It's not
They got rid of Yub Nub, huh?
Yes, Yub
they got
Nub.
rid of Yub
That's-
Nub.
see,
You got
dude,
Yub
Yub
Nub.
Nub was again a heater. Did not need to be taken away. Though I don't mind the somber tone of that song they replaced it with. There is something that is kind of cool about that little
Yeah.
woo, and it's got that, kind of wood flute sound to it or whatever.
There's room for both songs. They don't
Yes.
like they could go together.
They could almost mash those up for an ultimate banger.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Alright.
could just take the whole film and just dump it into AI and just redo the whole thing.
Okay. I know you guys talked about this last week, but there has been additional stuff that has happened since. So, Star Wars sequel fans, Brian Cook not included, really want to see The Hunt for Ben Solo get made. So apparently Lucasfilm did too. So in fact, it seems that everyone wanted to see it get made except for Bob Iger himself
And Brian Cook.
And
and Brian Cook. Apparently,
They're
apparently
teaming
the film had a completed script which was approved by Lucasfilm and had been internally greenlit and it was Iger himself along with Alan Bergman who shut the project.
And Brian Cook.
And Brian
I
Cook.
would have loved to have seen it. I'm just not going to cry over milk that never
Supervised
spilled.
by Brian Cook.
You know what I'm saying?
But
There you go.
the fans, except for Brian Cook, not to be deterred, have taken it upon themselves to launch multiple grassroots efforts. to
Oh
make the
God, here
voices
we
heard
go.
That they want the film to see the light of day. So here on the West Coast, fans took matters into their own hands and commissioned a banner which was flown over the Burbank Disney Studios headquarters office, which read "Save the Hunt for Ben Solo." Liana Al-Alaf, the Star Wars fan who commissioned the banner, said, "I really hope this banner shows the decision makers at Disney that the fans really want this. I hope the banner shows just how much the character of Ben Solo means to so many of us and that the fans really want this movie."
Let it go, Raylos.
Yeah,
I thought that said save Hunter Biden. When I looked at that at first.
Yeah, it's all run together like a hashtag, so it's hard to read.
Hunt for Biden.
The hunt for
It does look like it. Now I
Ben-
The
can't.
hunt for Biden
Now I
solo.
can't.
For Ben
Now I
Zolo.
can't unsee it. Thanks, Luke.
Oh
Thanks.
my god.
That's funny. I mean,
know-
who? I mean, how much does it cost to rent a plane to do that?
Leave it up to Star Wars fans.
Or
to
just
do
get a better
I'm sure there's a
sign.
service. Yeah.
I
I mean, when Mark Hamill calls us ultra passionate fans, or he always says UPFs, he's not wrong. This
it's not
is
wrong.
This is wow. This
Maybe
is,
maybe Adam Driver did it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's flying the plane.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Lucasfilm spent $3 million on the script.
Yeah. Maybe George did it.
They paid for this.
you
George
know,
got the money. I'm gonna run a banner.
now that you're here, Raimi, I want to talk to you
Gonna
about
put a
this.
banner
Is
Well, let me
Just-
go through
Okay,
this,
okay,
and then we'll
okay.
come back because I've got some stuff at the wrap up here, and then we can get into then we can talk through it. So because I got a whole thing here. So not to be outdone by the West Side. Fans in New York rented out space on an electronic signboard in the
Oh my
famous
gosh.
Times Square. So the billboard.
Oh.
So the sign. The time.
Ben is
This
alive.
time the sign read, "For Adam, no one's ever really gone. Hope lives. Ben is alive. Hashtag
Alright.
THPS." So the billboard went up Monday afternoon at 1500 Broadway between 43rd and 44th, right above the popular tourist spot Carlo's Bake Shop. So the billboard was purchased by B.D. Neagle, who said, "I'm just a fan who thought Ben's story wasn't finished. I wanted to do what I could do to support fandom and everyone attached to the hunt for Ben Solo."
That's
The butterflies
Splinter
are a
Cell
nice
logo,
touch.
though.
The butterflies are just a really nice touch. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what was up with the
Yeah,
butterfly
what's
thing.
The
up?
butterflies is the Raylo
Butterflies.
thing. That's the whole Raylo thing. The blue butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
that
their,
it?
are there butterflies in Star Wars?
there's
What-
those
okay,
things are
what
in
what
there.
do blue butterflies have to do with that? I don't
It's a Raylo thing.
know, but that's why I'm asking. Like,
Oh.
what is the thing?
That's their connection. I don't know. Like the blue,
Never heard
like
of
the
it.
blue butterfly is his spirit. As like she looks up and there's a blue butterfly and she's like, oh, there's it. Oh,
Did that happen in the movie?
I think it did.
What?
Or in the it definitely happened in the comics. There's some
gotta-
blue butterflies. Look it up, dude. Look it
Oh,
up.
man.
I'm not
In
making
the
it up.
comics.
Not making it up.
That explains
Yeah,
Brian's
yeah.
blue butterfly tattoo now.
I
Sure.
don't remember. This is years ago now. It's almost been
Yeah.
10 years. Or
Down
I
on
think
my
the
lower
comics
back.
for 2017, 2018. Chat, back me up.
Oh my
Where we at?
god.
Yeah. It's a Raylo
Okay.
thing.
I need to rewatch.
Dude,
the
chat's
sequel.
blowing up on the blue butterflies. Let's see
More
what it is.
importantly, did you guys
Just a
try
fan.
the? Did you guys try Carlo's Bakery's cakes when we were in New York?
No, I
Did
ate it.
Who are
There's
you asking? Us?
The guys who were in New York. Yeah, they have he has vending machines for his cakes, and you can
When
buy
did
a
you do
slice.
this?
It was
When
in the
we,
convention center.
I mean, this
Oh, I
is
never
like,
saw it.
this guy's
Oh,
got
yeah,
like his
we
own
did.
show, and it's a Cake Boss, right?
Yeah, it's the cake boss.
He's got a whole
Oh, that's
show
the
and
cake
everything.
boss. Oh,
It was
Yeah.
a vending machine in the lobby, and then you could get any one of his cakes, and that it was like $4 or something for a slice.
I
It
never
was,
saw
it
it.
was good.
I didn't see it either.
It was good.
You didn't get
I
none
was-
for any of us, dude. Thanks. I see how it is.
Yeah, thanks for
No big deal.
the
Yeah.
the non-cake boss.
You guys were cautious.
yeah, I didn't get any either.
Cake boss.
Other than okonomiyaki, I had Greek food for 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nothing like that.
so she said, the person who got the banner, she said, no one's ever really gone. I believe it says it all. If they could bring back Palpatine with one line, there's plenty of ways Ben could return that already fit into Star Wars lore. So, I mean, she's not wrong.
No, they brought Maul back. They can bring Ben.
For real. So, look, so this film had a code name. It was Quiet Leaves. It was,
Aw.
Quietly leave.
Is that where the butterflies
so,
land?
so
Blue butterflies.
I happen to know that this is the first and only time that Kathleen Kennedy put a script forward or a project forward for approval from Lucasfilm that Lucasfilm had greenlit and Iger specifically shut down. It's the only time it's happened, period.
Weird.
Which is weird.
I mean, after digesting the 45-minute long conversation we had on this last week, and I heard Mike Forrester, our buddy Hondo Supply, make a comment about like, you have this character running around your theme park.
Oh yeah.
Kylo?
That makes
Super good
sense.
point.
Like,
Yeah.
Super good
Like-
point. Yeah, I heard
I'm
that
surprised
too.
they still have that.
yeah, right?
You
Like,
know?
I don't know. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look what they're working on for
Oh,
Batu.
Mandoverse. Yeah.
They're trying to convert it all to Mando.
True.
Mandoverse.
That's true. Pivot.
So,
Kylo's unfair.
Steven, you were going to ask some questions, I think, or whatever. So,
Did Adam Driver break an NDA
I think-
by spilling this?
I think the minute the project got canceled, no, I think it's all out the window now.
Yeah, if there's no contract, there's no NDA.
Becomes a friend-DA.
Yeah.
Becomes
Okay.
gossip.
And there's probably also a statute of limitations on that. So at whatever time period this thing
been,
just is
yeah,
all
what,
lost, it's lost in the
10
wind. So
years, less.
And then I did some retrospect thinking about this over the week, and I was going to ask for your guys' opinion. Bob Iger, for everything that he does as the CEO and president of the Disney Corporation, do you guys really think that he should have his hands in the production of these movies and whatever art that their respective companies come up with? Like, and what I mean by that is, like, you have Marvel, right? Which, I mean, you guys don't even remember, but this just happened maybe 6 months ago when the news came out that, or maybe a year ago, when the news came out that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be Dr. Doom, right?
Mhm.
The story that played out was that one night Robert Downey Jr. pitched it to Bob Iger,
True.
but nobody asks why. Like, why do you have to, like, Marvel should be putting out their own stuff. Lucasfilm should be putting out their own stuff. They have presidents
yeah.
of these companies who
Yeah.
are in charge of these companies.
You
Why do
hired to
have
do the
have-
job and make those
Why
decisions.
do you have to have Bob Iger, like, say,
Mhm.
creatively, I think this is a good idea. Creatively, I think this, like, is
Yeah.
he really there
Mm,
to do that?
maybe he doesn't want to, because ultimately it's his name on it, right? Like if it does well or if it fails, or he has to, get in trouble for whatever goes
Yeah.
wrong. So he's
Big
probably
bit-
like, you know what? I'm not taking that risk. It's a big liability.
Big business, baby.
Ben
I
Solo is a
think-
cool character, but the statistics show that it's not going to do as well as we need it to. So
I think this was bad timing. I think under normal circumstances, this would have gone through. I think for whatever reason at the time that Kennedy put this in front of Iger, he was
Yeah.
pissed, and this was basically Kennedy getting spanked for something.
Yep.
mhm. Yeah,
Big
probably
business,
put
big
him on a bad
business.
day.
He
Yeah.
was probably mad for something not going the
He's
way
like,
that,
"Here, boom."
like, that was probably maybe it was bad ratings on some other Lucasfilm project, and he was like, "Nope, not right now. Forget it."
Yeah.
Yeah, that context of when exactly these conversations went
Right.
down would bring light to it, at least from someone who deals with big business and
Yeah.
understands big business.
This is
It
all-
makes
this is
more
all-
sense.
This is all 2021 stuff, probably we're talking about.
Yep.
I don't know. And then just another thing too that I was thinking about with the whole Kathleen Kennedy thing, like I mentioned last week, for as much vitriol she got, there's been so many rumors year after year after year of, like, oh, Kathleen Kennedy's retiring this year.
Mhm.
And there was actually a point where I think it was during the pre-release of Han Solo, or no, Indiana Jones. It was pretty solid information that she was going to retire after that movie came out. But
Right,
because-
everyone was.
but I think, and this kind of goes back to giving her more credit when it's due, I think she's staying in to just hold out Iger. I think she's playing the buffer for Lucasfilm.
You think there's an internal struggle there, internal battle?
Because if she leaves now, oh man, Iger's just going to put in a patsy,
Sure.
and who's, like, their creative vision's just going to be gone at that point.
So maybe
Yeah.
she's just actually she's the Spider-Man on the on the subway holding
Yes.
the train together.
Damn.
in
good
rea-
analogy.
While
I
we
like
think
that.
she's destroying the franchise, she's actually keeping it.
I
Together.
mean, hey, listen.
Hey, man, never
Some
know.
weak
She's
stuff
been around
was,
since the early days,
but
She
some
obviously
weak
cares
stuff
about-
was
Been around a
put out.
long time. Yeah.
some weak stuff was put out. So let's
But
not.
there's a
but
lot of
she's
good
been
stuff
around-
too.
She's
Let's
been
not-
around since Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And that goes with the risk taking, though, Brian. Right? Like them deciding, like green lighting something.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
for
do as
sure.
well as they thought, but they
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
2 more films they have to produce or whatever.
Yeah.
and it's like she's like, all right, just bite the bullet.
I don't know. I feel like my eyes were opened last week to a lot of stuff with this. It was like the missing puzzle piece to everything.
Mm.
So I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Jeez Louise. All right.
Bingo. That's enough Ben Solo talk.
Yeah, that is actually it for the news.
My head hurts.
Boom, boom.
Well,
In other news, featuring Glup Shadow.
All right. So, in time, in this festive season, it's already Halloween. It'll be Thanksgiving soon, and then it's gonna be getting a little jolly. So I guess Johnny Depp was set to star in.
wow, what a segue. That was
Hold on,
good.
I'm
we got
working
there.
my way in.
We
I'm
got
working
there
my way in.
eventually.
Johnny Depp is set to star in Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol. That's being produced by Paramount Pictures, and it's directed by Ty West. So for Johnny Depp fans and Christmas fans, there you go. That's happening soon.
Scrooge.
It's an adaptation of Charles Dickinson's classic holiday story. Paramount Pictures is taking the reins, as I said. And Ty West, who's known for Pearl and Maxine, is directing the script that's written by Nathan Halpern.
This is his is this his first like comeback movie since the whole controversy trial thing?
I don't know about that. You'd have to ask someone more in the know. I don't follow this guy very much. I don't know. I know Maxine is a movie I wanted to see that I wasn't able to catch yet, but I know he's a horror dude. I don't know what controversy he's in though, so might have to get back to
I think it is.
This is after the first thing after that.
I think so. Which would
All
be
right.
He said he's going to be Scrooge. That's actually a pretty good. That's
Ebenezer,
pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah, because no one like for the people that don't like him because of the Amber Heard trial. Like now they're gonna have to go into a movie where you don't like his character.
Right, where
Right.
he's bad. He's meant to be unlikable.
But he's gonna flip the script. Oh,
You're gonna love him at the end, right? It's Johnny
that's
Depp.
smart.
Come on.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's like a character rebuild inside and out, like in the film and out. And anyway, so if this deal closes, this is just a rumor, but if the deal closes, the studio is looking to release the project November 13th of 2026. So that's some good news on the Paramount front, but also bad news on the Paramount front because Paramount is planning to lay off about 1,000 workers on Wednesday, which is today as we record this.
Damn.
And it says with an additional 1,000 to follow at the time. At a time still being determined, sources familiar with the plans told Deadline. So Deadline's reporting this. And the majority of the employees are U.S. based, with international divisions also planning to cut back in the next coming weeks. So that's a bummer. So good and bad coming out of Paramount.
This is some insightful investigative reporting from Glub Shadow.
Hell yeah.
Thanks
There's
for
that.
that. Thanks, Brian.
Hold on. And we have one more thing I wanted to just mention. So
Oh, looks like Steph in the chat said that those layoffs were confirmed.
there you go.
Oh,
With more to come. Yep, more to come. That's not good.
I wonder if that has
for-
anything to do with the. I wonder if that has anything to do with them trying to are they trying to buy something?
They just signed a contract with
Warner
UFC
Brothers.
for like $5 billion or something like that.
Whoa.
So they
And
just
they're trying to buy
dropped
Warner Brothers though.
Yeah,
chunk of
yeah.
money.
They're trying to buy Warner Brothers. Like
They're probably like cutting, the fat where they
Yeah,
can
Pinch pennies to build it.
save
I
some.
mean, they just
dough.
cut a big check for UFC. So it was like $5 billion to take it from ESPN.
wow.
Oof.
So that's a chunk, yeah. All right.
Yep.
So moving on. So amid speculation about James Gunn's future at DC Studios as co-CEO, Paramount, which is the company trying to buy WB, Paramount is reportedly keen to keep creative teams intact. Should they buy Warner Brothers? So a lot of people were speculating: is James Gunn going to be continuing leading the DCU that he just started, that he just rebooted because everyone was, a lot of people liked the Snyderverse. That got, cut. Now he's doing his own thing, and people are like, damn, he might get cut too, because if Warner Brothers gets sold, they're going to put their own people in. They're not going to keep, if they want to, if James Gunn, his job might be up, but looks like they might keep the team intact, which is good news, I think, because I don't think it's good business for them to be chopping up studios like that every few years. Like, people are already pissed.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it would.
He
be.
probably's got a contract too, right?
Peacemaker
Like,
was good.
Yeah.
Peacemaker was good.
Yeah, Peacemaker was good. I thought the Suicide Squad movie that led into Peacemaker was also good.
Yeah,
the second
Well, it wasn't Superman good, right? People like
Superman
that.
was decent. I wouldn't put
Or
it
good
at
enough?
The top, but I thought it was good.
I think
Yeah.
I think the real litmus test is going to be the Supergirl movie.
Yeah. I mean, 50-50, right? Could
Yeah.
be great, could not be great.
I would
'Cause-
imagine he's got a long-term contract, right? You would
Yeah,
think.
but they would buy him
they'll
out.
They'll buy it
That's
out.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's
Um,
$20 million here.
Oh,
Yeah,
long
I feel like-
there's the door.
I feel like if
Yeah.
Supergirl does good, then what else don't they have Clayface in the hopper?
Clayface is that out next, right? Before Supergirl.
But see, like as a non-nerd, I would be like, "What the hell is Clayface? Where's
Totally.
Batman? Like,
I
where's
was just
Batman?"
about to say
You
that.
know, like-
I was literally
Yeah.
about to say that.
It's weird. It's a weird
Mhm.
choice, in my opinion. I mean, a diehard comic fan or a diehard DC fan might think otherwise, but me being more casual in the DC world, I wouldn't.
Actually,
Dude,
The animated series was dope. Clayface.
yeah, I was just
you
gonna
know,
say that. Yeah.
it was like
I take that
horror.
back. I don't think Supergirl is going to be the litmus test. I think the real litmus test on the success of DCU is going to be the TV show Lanterns.
Oh,
That
that's
I'm
right.
worried about because Ryan Reynolds couldn't make that work, and he makes everything he touches does pretty well.
Yeah.
He had a Jared Leto moment.
But they made
his
Penguin
Lantern
work.
movie.
That's old now. That's like out of the universe, right? Like,
That is Elseworlds, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's in the
and-
Batman universe. Yeah,
And Penguin
That's
was
tough.
really good, but yes, Batman universe. There's the key.
it's in the Elseworlds Batman universe.
Because DC is Batman and Superman. Everyone else,
But
is
there
the
is no
beacon.
Batman yet. Like so far,
I
it's
know,
just
but I'm
Superman
just saying-
and Peacemaker.
I'm saying to the masses, masses.
Oh, sure, it's like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman.
John,
That's-
And Clayface.
Yeah. and we
Maybe
present you.
that one.
John, didn't you say a couple weeks ago they were going to debut Bruce Wayne in Clayface? Wasn't that going to be the
I
kind
think
of
there
link
was.
to the larger universe? Or
I
Steven,
think it
did you
might-
say that? One of you guys said that. I thought.
I wasn't on last week, so I'm not sure. But
Well, I think
did
it was a
hear
couple weeks
something.
ago. But yeah.
It might just be a cameo that they don't announce or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Every time I hear Clayface, I just think of Taserface.
No, well,
Taserface.
like Luke said before,
Taserface.
Clayface in the Batman animated series was actually really, really good. And it was like a really compelling story. It was really sad. Like the dude goes through a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff, and it's kind of like the Sandman story with Spider-Man. Like it, but worse.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
And
he's one of
the
those
animation's
rogues
awesome.
in Batman's gallery that ultimately was just dealt a bad hand, kind of bad luck, wrong place at the wrong time, sort of ne'er do well. That ultimately, I think the way they spun it in the '90s for the Batman the Animated TV show was, was course. I mean, the writing on that show was insane. It was a kids show, but it was so much more than that. And they really did a human thing with a character that is so out there. And if they get close to that with the movie, I mean, I think you do have something really compelling there. I think it is ultimately like, how do you lead in with Clayface the movie when you're trying to introduce a whole new universe? It just seems so left field and so strange.
So
mean,
was
it-
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know,
Well,
and I know that's what James Gunn does well, is like take
I-
these things that people just don't give a crap about and then make it amazing.
And not only that, so what I think they're going to do with this, in the way that they made like a Rogue One and an Andor, where it's basically Star Wars without the things that make it Star Wars, like the lightsabers of the Force or whatever.
Sure.
They used all that. So I think this is kind of their approach to something like that, where it's going to be a drama. It's not necessarily about the heroes that you would think it should be about, because DC, Batman, like Brian said, Batman, Superman, whatever. It's about this other side character that doesn't, that whatever. So I think
Like
that they're taking
Joker.
that approach. Well,
Mhm.
Joker would be more main character, like this is like
Sure,
a
but I
side
mean,
villain. It's like
but
B-tier villain.
going down a different angle.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I just don't
Perspective
know.
of a villain or something.
I've never
yeah.
even heard of Clayface. I don't know anything
Oh.
about Clayface, so my initial reaction is like flop.
Yeah.
Like just because, I mean, people want big characters. I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just-
That'll
It's
be
a
the
great
test.
character. It's a great character, but yeah, like you're saying, if you don't know who the character is, you're the majority. You're the
Yeah.
mass people that they might not be like if they say, oh, the Clayface show or movie came out, they're like, who the hell is that?
Yeah. Well, and
I mean,
that's
if you just don't have
that's-
Batman in that trailer, I feel like it's going to be hard to get people to that movie. Like if
They
you don't
should
have
put
if you don't
Batman
have
in it.
Batman flying across the silhouette of the skyline in that movie for some connection,
Yeah.
If he's
people are just going to
Batman-
be like, "What?"
If he's
Yeah.
a side Batman villain, I mean, that makes perfect sense. But that's all honestly what I've said before.
He's like an
about-
anti-hero, but still
Mhm.
bad.
It's what I've said. The challenge that DC has is just like their characters are just kind of.
If I were Paramount, I would not take out
But-
James Gunn from his
No.
role, but I would definitely pull a Bob Iger and be like, "Yo,
Tighten the
what you-
leash.
what you got cooking in that pot over there?
Yeah,
What
let
do
me
we-
see.
The hunt
that.
for Clayface hashtag.
Save the hunt for Clayface." We can come,
What
guys.
about
We can get a billboard. We
Clayface.com?
can get a billboard.
Yeah, I can hire a plane, guys.
Fly a banner
Anyway.
over Bob Iger's house.
Anyway,
What
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
Clayface?
So that's it. That's it for in other news.
Thank you, Glub. I want to be Glub's announcer. Can I be Glub's announcer?
You are at this point.
You already
You've
are.
Never not announced every time I've done something.
Was it?
so.
I thought you had other stuff, John.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
baby.
yeah. One more thing. It wasn't.
Give
in
it
the
to
notes,
me.
Sorry. This was something we mentioned
Thanks, Emma.
earlier. So as you all know, I think November 7th, the new Predator Badlands movie comes out, directed by Dan Trachtenberg.
I like that it's
Here's
a
a
movie.
trailer. Here's a trailer that came out recently. It's almost 2 minutes, so enjoy it. Hopefully, you're watching it on the stream or on the YouTube because the audio listeners won't know what we're doing. So, hit it.
I haven't seen this yet.
Oh.
Do we need to talk over this?
No, it's been
No.
out for.
Okay.
I watched the first like few seconds and then I was like, nope, gotta
Wait,
watch this on the show. Yeah.
I haven't seen
watched
this either.
yet. Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
The ways
Going
of
in
your
fresh.
kind
There's Big Daddy.
are ones of violence. Either you are hunted, or you become the hunter.
Welcome to the most dangerous planet in the universe, where everything is trying to kill you.
Oh my God.
Many of your kind have come here. None have survived. You're after a creature that can't be killed.
Yaslan zo ijet, det jet you laichish.
Oh, what? Fighting humans?
Yeah, what was that? Oh, what?
Dude. Insane.
That looks sick.
Dude.
I am so hyped for this movie.
Couple things. Apparently, that android, that Weyland-Yutani android, there's 2 of them in this film. One of them like keeps failing at the mission she's doing, and she keeps like getting repaired and rebuilt and going out again and keep failing. And they send out the new one with those people, as far as I know, to like kind of like track them down and like all right, you're out of here. You're not doing your job or something.
So she's a synth.
Yeah. She's a Weyland-Yutani synth. So that's the alien connection.
Is this?
Look at
is
that.
This is
That is not that alien.
No,
No.
so that's the one from Covenant.
Oh, is it?
That's the one that eats the engineer, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that the eyeball thing grown up?
That's what I
No,
thought. At first.
no,
What about-
no.
TSL
what
is,
about
no.
this one?
Dude,
Hold
those
on.
pine cones that blow up were kind of crazy.
That thing's like a rhino.
Let me. No. There was like a thing.
I think it was that
So-
the starfish
No,
looking
it's
thing.
stuck.
I like how they're putting you on the side of the predator.
Yeah, it's just through
That's
their
cool.
through the predator's eyes.
Dude, the dad looks
The dad is
Terrifying.
vicious, dude.
He looks
He's
like
got
just like an
antlers.
Odin type character.
Yeah, like he's got white dreads instead of the darker dreads.
Dude, the white dreads. He's like Gary Oldman in True Romance.
yeah, totally.
And not only that, so this trailer
White
came
dreads.
out. This trailer came out
Look it up, Steven.
a few days ago. I don't know if it was a week or not, or maybe more than a week ago. But today or yesterday, they released a new exclusive clip that I don't know if you also have that, Stevie. Oh, that thing? Is that what you're talking
This
about?
Dude,
one-
what the
this
heck
is the-
that?
Let me
That's
see if I
not
can-
TSL. It's no way.
No. It's the vines coming off of the tree. Oh, dang it! I
But
didn't
that's
pause
you
it.
think that's the same alien that in Alien
It'd
Earth?
be cool tie-in.
The
Tie-in,
plant
See,
one?
bro.
look at all the vines off these plants and trees are coming
Yeah.
alive to get them.
Could be.
Dude,
Not
it's
cool. So not
I don't
cool.
know, but visually, man, this is
Dude,
looking
it's
Yeah, it
looking
looks
better
really
and
good.
better.
I
better
love
and
that
better.
shot too, out
Look
of
at that,
the
dude.
mouth
Look
of
at
the
that
cave.
mask.
is that actress Shin Hati?
No.
No,
No. It's what's her name? Fanning. Something Fanning.
It's Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning.
What was she in? Why does she look so familiar?
Brian, do you have one of
Stuff.
those?
She's been in stuff.
You don't have. You ain't got that.
I
Bug.
would like one.
You ain't got one of
Shoot.
these.
It's Omegas.
I the more I see this design, this Predator design, the more I like it now. Because at first
Yeah.
people were like, "Dude, whack! Like, why isn't it traditional? Like the hairstyle's
Well,
different."
It's like the kids these days getting the llama haircut, right?
Mhm, mhm.
He's the same thing. He's a young predator.
He's a young Pred, dude.
He's making some
Your-
poor hair choices.
Young
He's your-
Pred.
And also,
Is
I've
your
heard a
horde?
few complaints about the mask, that it doesn't look traditional as well. Not complaints, really. I had a conversation with Jason the other day, and a few other people that don't necessarily love that design. Most people do, but I figure it's like these are all different tribes, and even in the comics and stuff, all different tribes wear different gear. Like they're not all gonna be the same exact
Yeah.
look. And you can tell the dad and the two brothers that you kind of see throughout the trailer, they have a similar face mask to each other, so they're all part of the same clan, and that kind of backs that up a little bit. I think I like that.
So are we doing a predator group build?
Dude.
We can all be
No.
predators together.
Are you gonna be serious about it?
No.
Because
I would.
I would.
Can I
You're
be
already
the
on the Steven,
android? Somebody just carry me around on their back.
We want to be, yeah, the Weyland-Yutani synth.
I haven't
Yeah, I'll
been
just
to the
put a
movies
backpack on.
since we saw Fantastic Four. I will have to go to the movies for this.
Dude, yeah, we got to go for this one.
Yeah, this looks
Let's see
good.
this. Let's
But
see
if you
this.
have the
clip.
new teaser, yeah,
Yeah, I do.
Check this
Yeah.
out.
Well,
Dude, he
it's almost
breaks
like
the chains. They both battle the dad.
Yeah, that's
it-
what I assume happens. I don't know, but I
Well, it's
assume
almost-
that's what happens.
in the beginning, right? Where she said she had to, in the other trailer, how she said he had to kill the thing or it means you're death. Like maybe he didn't kill that creature or whatever. Like, I don't know, a little foreshadowing.
Something. It's a loyalty test essentially. It's not because I've since we've been doing like Alien Earth stuff and even Romulus, like during Romulus, I followed this new account. And the dude breaks down all these awesome things and like comics and stuff, but he's always talking about this stuff and the xenomorphs and the Preds and this and that, and it's so deep. It's awesome. There's a lot of lore in there, and
Feeling it.
it's dope. Yeah, legit. Oh, so that's it. That's it for In Other News. Chappelle.
I'm touching myself tonight.
Oh, I'm landing the ship at the 2-hour mark. Watch this. All right. I have some stuff to Shia. Let's put it up on the screen. Okay. So first up in the mix, Marvel. Oh, go ahead, Steven.
This is Marvel Minute, dude.
Yeah. Check this. Check what I do here. So Marvel quietly moved a movie out of a slot on their schedule for 2027 in July and replaced it with the Simpsons 2 movie in that exact spot.
What?
We don't know what was moved. It was one of the things they did not have titled for 2027.
I think that was supposed to be Black Panther.
Ooh.
Unconfirmed, because I know that I don't know if that's part of your Marvel Minute.
No. Is it a
No, the Black Panther the fashion show?
No, I didn't have that. We could touch on that. Do you want to put that up at the top? Or do you want to throw it at the end?
Let me pull it up. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, that we didn't know what was going to be there. Potentially, it's Black Panther 3, but it did get moved out of the mix for the Phase 6 wrap up. Something else in movie news: one of the writers for Avengers: Doomsday, one of the key writers, revealed a detail on a Reddit AMA last week about a scrapped storyline for what the Kang Dynasty might have shaped up to be. And it largely involved the Young Avengers, which there was a comic series that came out in like the mid 2000s that followed some of the characters that would come to be the Young Avengers, which were the Scarlet Witch's kids, this kid from the future named Iron Lad, who actually ended up like being like a relative of Kang. And that was kind of the connection to the series for what they played this off of. But Alan Heinberg, the original creator of the Young Avengers, and Jim Chung, who was the artist on the series, also confirmed that they had been involved in some of that early discussion about the storyline for Avengers Kang Dynasty involving the Young Avengers and defeating a version of Kang the Conqueror that was going to be different from what we saw in Quantumania, which is kind of interesting because that plays into the variant Kangs that we saw at the end of Quantumania, which is interesting because that also like speaks to, you know, a character like this that has variations, that has all of these, you know, different branches of trees because he plays in the, you know, in the time world. You could really kind of bring anybody else into this role if it didn't work out with Jonathan Majors down the road. So it kind of speaks to that character not being completely dead for the MCU.
Who's the dude holding Iron Man?
Though it would be nice to
Iron
give us
Lad.
all a break from all the crazy time stuff and
Wasn't-
jumping around.
Wasn't
different
Iron
universes.
Lad? Yeah, you just said Iron
Oh,
Lad
Steven,
was,
I see your lips moving, but your mic.
You can hear him.
Hello?
I can hear you.
We
So
hear
yeah, that was kind of interesting. You know, we'll see what happens with that down the road here. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Are we good?
Yeah.
we hear you.
I cannot hear John.
I can't hear.
Can't hear John.
Weird. I can't hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I'm muted.
We
I can
can
hear you.
We all
Luke,
hear
you're,
Luke.
I don't
you're
know
fine. Steven was talking. We
Okay,
could hear
I'm
him.
just gonna keep. Should I keep rolling the Marvel Minute?
going.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I think Luke can't hear us though.
roll that beautiful bean
Okay.
What
footage.
the heck?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do some editing here. I don't know what's going on.
Roll with it.
Just go.
We'll do it
Guys,
live.
can you hear me?
Yes.
We can
Oh,
hear
okay.
you.
Okay, sorry, I can't hear you guys at all. Okay. Punisher, new series, new #1 coming for 2026.
Sick.
Punisher has been out of the comics loop for a minute. There's actually been a different character other than Frank Castle playing the Punisher. So this is Frank Castle's return to the character moving forward for 2026 with an original Frank Castle beat back to the original storyline, kind of a reboot for the character. Okay, a couple other comics just for this week for Halloween. I wanted to touch on a couple spooky titles. You guys know I love my number ones. Undeadpool, written by writer Tim Seeley, who is amazing, longtime Marvel writer, as long as a lot of awesome Image comic stuff. He is basically the Marvel Zombies Patient Zero. It's kind of a little reboot of like the Marvel Zombie stuff, and so they're playing him as kind of the original Zombie Patient Zero for the universe. Okay, Star Wars Boba Fett Black, White, and Red. This is number 2. I just wanted to touch on this because anytime we get really good Star Wars comics, gotta touch on them. Black, White, and Red's been a really fun series where the story is primarily black and white with touches of red for the contrast in the color. Love it. X-Vengers, number 1, a new number 1 for the week. This is going to be a mashup of the Avengers, but taken over by a team of mutants. But you have like Shang-Chi and some of the characters like Vision and Hawkeye mixed into the mix with some of the new mutants like Danny Moonstar and Cannonball. I'm actually really kind of hyped.
4
for
arms?
That's crazy.
And
Yeah,
a
he
winter-
does.
And a winter
And then
Hawkeye,
this is, we've been talking game stuff lately, and I thought this was a cool tie-in. So this is Marvel Rivals King in Black number 1. This is taken off of the Marvel Infinity comic series that they have done for the last year, and now it's being released in actual print published comic form. So go find this at your comic shop this week, as well as online down the road here for digital. And lastly, series of the new Marvel Legends hit today online, so you can now go order Cardiac, Spider-Man 2099, Agent Venom, all of these new figures for this series just popped up. So go order
Nightcrawler
these.
as
They
Spider-Man?
are really good.
Nightcrawler
and
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
that is it for the Marvel Minuti boys.
And then Spider-Man Venom, 1099. If I had money, I'd order these.
Dude, I totally don't know why I can't hear you guys, so I'm just gonna.
Poor Luke.
Just check them out, dude.
John, I forwarded you an email earlier today.
I
that
saw it.
had
I was gonna thank
Yeah.
you when I got a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. I don't have money for that stuff now, but
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I think it was that one Luke just showed.
Yeah, it was.
So I pulled up the Black Panther stuff from over the weekend. So every year Vogue they have their own event, sort of like their version of D23. It's called Vogue World. And this year was Vogue World Hollywood. And during the what do they call it? During the Afrofuturism section of the show, they celebrated Black Panther's costume design and how it's impacted Black culture. And so they brought out actually Angela Bassett and Teyana Taylor and Denai Guerrera in their actual costumes from the Black Panther movies. But I mean, like, these are cool, right? Like,
Super
in
cool.
itself, right?
Amazing.
But here's what I love. Marvel decided to take the, because Marvel has complete control over this whole thing. They decided to do a soft launch of the new Black Panther, Damson Idris.
Whoa.
And he's been heavily rumored to be the Black Panther. He even showed up in some of that artwork that was leaked earlier this year.
That was older, yeah, the artwork.
Yeah.
I thought so were they introducing him as the Black Panther, or was it just he was there with Angela Bassett?
No, he was here, let me show you the next photo. So yeah, he was there
Shoot.
Interesting.
with the 3. Obviously they're not making any official announcements, but it's kind of like, hey,
yeah.
he's
He's this guy.
yeah, he's the new
Pretty
Panther.
obvious.
Soft
Yeah.
debut.
Huh.
So
Is,
yeah.
is he the son of T'Challa?
Nobody knows yet.
Okay.
There's
okay.
he could be the
That's
son that
fair.
was featured. He could be
Yeah.
Black Panther from a different Earth.
Oh, timeline. Okay,
Got
got it.
So
I would
we'll
like
see.
it to be the son. I think that would be a cool.
The son would be awesome, but I don't know
And
how it
makes
works.
sense.
with
It's
age, years.
generational. His dad, T'Challa's dad. It's all. That's cool.
Dope.
I'm here for that. I need some more Black Panther.
And small little tidbit, guys. We were talking about Okoye, those costumes like the Dora Milaje, and so at Funko we were reproducing some of the Avengers costumes that you guys, I talked about it years ago, and we had the original costumes, some of the original costumes that were there, and Okoye's was there. So I got to see that up close and look at it, and the detail on those costumes are insane. It's all hand beaded.
Yep.
All those little details are hand beaded things.
Yep.
Everything's hand embroidered.
When Luke and I saw the Luke and I went to a Marvel exhibit years ago, and it had all Avengers costumes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Black Panther costume and Okie's costume were there. And when you see those things up close, Doctor Strange too, you can't tell in the movies how crazy the details are on those things. There's so much texture and things added, like you're saying, little tiny beads like sewn in that you don't
things you don't see unless you're this close. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I saw, I'm like, what costume is this? And like, oh, that's Okoye.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
what?
I mean, this will explain it. Ruth E. Carter won 2 Oscars for her costume design for Black Panther and the follow-up Wakanda Forever. And she's also the first African American in that category. Best
So well
costume designer.
deserved. Amazing.
So, yeah.
From someone who saw it up close, insane.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well worth it. Yeah.
Luke's power went out. So
the bears
just
chewing the
rolled through.
cables. Yeah.
Now he said there's a storm. His generator just kicked on.
Oh no.
Well,
That's
that's fine. He only missed like the best part.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us today. If you enjoyed listening, feed that algorithm and leave a 5-star review on your podcast app. Be sure to leave some power backup batteries for Luke. I don't know. You can follow
battery emoji. Battery emoji.
There you go. You can follow me at Stevie.Kicks on Instagram, sometimes on X. Gentlemen, let the listeners know where they can find you. Brian?
Dad Batch Pod. Go to the website, go to the Instagram, go to the Patreon, join us. We're having a good time.
John?
You can find me at Alpha Ignition and at pair_noid. Not really, because we're never there, apparently. We were supposed to do an episode tonight, but Luke's power just went out. Luke's power just went out. There's a storm or something, so I guess that episode's out the window. We'll rain check that, but yeah. And Luke's info is at Left Coast Avenger and at what is it, dadbatch.com, as he always says.
You can. What is it? You can find Luke filling up the generator.
Yeah,
you can find him gassing up the Honda generator outside.
He's messaging, my Wi-Fi is resetting. I'll be on in a second. We're done, bro.
It's over.
And Remy.
You can find me at heroesvillains.com. Did you guys see those new duffel bags that turn into a garment bag? I'm not saying that was my idea, but that was my idea.
I wish I had that for New York, because then I wouldn't have to stuff my suit, my 3-piece suit into a bag.
When I had something that was similar, and I was showing those guys at when we were there in Florida, and now we've got them.
We missed you, Ramy. We missed you.
Welcome back.
Thank you to all of our patrons, and especially our executive producers on the Suit Up level. If you've been thinking about joining the Patreon, now's a good time, because we are going to run those raffles next week. Thank you again for listening to episode 158 of the Dad Batch podcast. Be sure to tune in next week for episode 159. And until next time, enjoy your spice responsibly.